What's going on, guys, and welcome to the video. Today is Spin Master Monster Jam collection. It's Saturday the 17th, so we'll go ahead and start the video with Gears Blue Thunder. Now this thing, golden chassis and wheels with white roll cage and tires with golden beacon printing with Gear Monster Trads. Moving on to Ice Grave Digger. Now this thing, blue chassis and wheels with white roll cage with clear blue tires with white beacon to printing with Ice Monster Trads. Moving on to Zombie Megalodon. Now this thing, black chassis with red roll cage with green wheels, black beacon to printing with zombie glitter trads. Moving on to Galaxy's Monster Mud Dalmatian. Now this thing, cyan chassis, beacon to printing and bead locks with black roll cage and wheels with Galaxy glitter trads. Moving on to Fire Son of a Digger. Now this thing, orange chassis and wheels with yellow roll cage with strong orange tires with orange beacon to printing with Fire Monster Trads. Moving on to Hunter Max D. Now this thing, gray chassis with brown roll cage, mahogany wheels, chrome beacon to printing with Hunter glitter trads. Moving on to Gear Zombie. Everything looks the same as Blue Thunder. Moving on to Ice Dragon. Everything looks the same as Grave Digger. Moving on to Zombie El Toro Loco. Now this thing, black chassis with yellow roll cage, red wheels, black beacon to printing with zombie glitter trads. Moving on to Galaxy's Bakugan Dragonoid. Everything looks similar to Dalmatian. Moving on to Fire Grey Clips Mohawk Warrior without a mohawk. Everything looks same as Son of a Digger. Moving on to Hunter Earthshaker. Now this thing, gray chassis with black roll cage with mahogany wheels, chrome beacon to printing with Hunter glitter trads. Moving on to the Neo Galaxy Grave Digger. Now this thing, white chassis with Light purple roll cage, pink wheels, teal tires, white beacon printing. Moving on to the Nitro Gravedigger. Now this thing. Pink chassis with black roll cage and tires with purple beacon printing and bead locks with teal wheels. Moving on to BKT Customs Gravedigger. Now this thing. Silver chassis with green roll cage with dark green wheels, beacon printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Gravedigger Orange. Now this thing. Silver chassis with orange roll cage and wheels, beacon printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Gravedigger Red. Now this thing. Silver chassis with red roll cage and wheels, beacon printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Gravedigger Purple. Now this thing. Silver chassis with purple roll cage, blue wheels, beacon printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Gravedigger the Legend. Now this thing. Black chassis with yellow roll cage, silver wheels, beacon printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Son of a Digger. Now this thing. Silver chassis and wheels with blue roll cage, purple bead locks, beacon printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs the 30th anniversary Gravedigger. Now this thing. Chrome chassis with lime green roll cage, farm green wheels, beacon printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the 40th anniversary Gravedigger. Now this thing. Chrome chassis with black roll cage with teal wheels, beacon printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, Bad News Travels Fast. Now this thing. Orange chassis and bead locks with black roll cage with silver wheels, beacon printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Aftershock. Now this thing. Yellow chassis and wheels with Blue roll cage with Beacon Printed tires. Moving on to Beacon Custom Slinger. Now this thing. Red chassis with white roll cage and wheels, Beacon Printed tires. Moving on to Beacon Customs Wild Side. Now this thing. Dark Poison chassis with silver roll cage, Beacon Printed tires. Moving on to Beacon Custom Zombie. Now this thing. Maroon chassis with white roll cage and wheels, Beacon Printed tires. Moving on to Beacon Customs Big Kahuna. Now this thing. Black chassis with light blue roll cage with silver wheels, Beacon Printed tires. Moving on to Beacon Customs Iron Outlaw. Now this thing. Iron red chassis and wheels with silver roll cage, Beacon Printed tires. Moving on to Beacon Customs Kraken. Now this thing. Copper chassis with iron roll cage, pink wheels, Beacon Printed tires. Moving on to Beacon Customs Avenger. Now this thing. Silver chassis with lime green roll cage and wheels, Beacon Printed tires. Moving on to Beacon Customs El Toro Loco. Now this thing. Silver chassis with black roll cage, orange wheels, Beacon Printed tires. Moving on to Beacon Customs Velociraptor. Now this thing. Silver chassis with mahogany roll cage, black wheels, Beacon Printed tires. Moving on to Beacon Customs Jurassic Attack. Now this thing. Silver chassis with purple roll cage and wheels, Beacon Printed tires. Moving on to Beacon Customs Northern Nightmare. Now this thing. Black chassis with red roll cage, silver wheels, Beacon Printed tires. Moving on to Beacon Customs Blue Thunder. Now this thing. Black chassis with blue roll cage with silver wheels, Beacon Printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Max D. Now this thing, silver chassis with yellow roll cage, black wheels, BKT with the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Calavera. Now this thing, silver chassis with pink roll cage, silver wheels, BKT with the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs BKT Grown Together. Now this thing, silver chassis with green roll cage with dark green wheels, BKT with the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Wolf's Head. Now this thing, silver chassis with brown roll cage, black wheels, BKT with the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Black Pearl. Now this thing, silver chassis with golden roll cage and wheels, BKT with the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Soldier Fortune. Now this thing, silver chassis with army green roll cage and wheels, BKT with the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Black Ops Soldier Fortune. Now this thing, black chassis with silver roll cage and wheels, BKT with the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Overboard. Now this thing, black chassis with iron roll cage, aqua wheels, BKT with the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Time Flies. Now this thing, silver chassis and roll cage, black wheels, BKT with the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Lucas Stabilizer. Now this thing, black chassis and roll cage, silver wheels, BKT with the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Scooby-Doo. Now this thing, silver chassis with golden roll cage, black wheels, BKT with the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Megalodon. Now this thing, silver chassis and roll cage with black wheels, BKT with the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions King Sling. Now this thing, silver chassis and wheels with black green roll cage, black muffler, because put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions Bog Hog. Now this thing. Silver chassis with black roll cage, orange wheels and shocks. Silver muffler, because put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions Son of a Digger. Now this thing. Silver chassis with dark blue roll cage, purple wheels, black muffler, because put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions Jester. Now this thing. Silver chassis and wheels with red roll cage, chrome muffler, because put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions Earthshaker. Now this thing. Yellow chassis and wheels with dark gray roll cage, silver muffler, because put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions BKT Grown Together. Now this thing. Silver chassis with black roll cage, green wheels, chrome muffler, because put the tires. Moving on to custom Gravedigger ride truck. Now this thing. Green chassis with silver wheels, flotation tires. Moving on to Gravedigger 7. Now this thing. Silver chassis and wheels with lime green roll cage, flotation tires. Moving on to the green Ghost Gravedigger. Now this thing. Silver chassis and wheels with lime green roll cage, flotation tires. Moving on to the green Nitro Neon Gravedigger. Now this thing. Everything is all blue, green, except the wheels are white. Moving on to the blue Nitro Neon Son of a Digger. Now this thing. Everything is all blue, except the wheels are white. Moving on to the yellow Nitro Neon Earthshaker. Now this thing, everything is all yellow except the wheels are white. Moving on to the pink Nitro Neon Calavera. Everything is all pink except the roll cage is black. Moving on to the teal Nitro Neon Blue Thunder. Now this thing. Teal chassis and wheels with brown roll cage and tires. Moving on to the red Nitro Neon Northern Nightmare. Now this thing. Black chassis with red roll cage and tires with silver wheels. Moving on to the light blue Nitro Neon Bad News Travels Fast. Now this thing light blue chassis and tires with yellow roll cage with black wheels. Moving on to the silver Nitro Neon Thunder Roar-S. Now this thing red roll cage, red chassis and wheels with silver roll cage and tires. Moving on to the green Nitro Neon Max T. Now this thing silver chassis with green roll cage and tires with black wheels. Moving on to the yellow Nitro Neon Max T. Now this thing silver chassis with yellow roll cage and tires with black wheels. Moving on to Custom Elementals Trucks Gravedigger. Now this thing purple chassis with black roll cage with green and yellow wheels on the left and orange and red wheels on the right with blue tires. Moving on, last but not least, to Custom Phased Out Son of a Digger. Now this thing white chassis with black roll cage with 2 red wheels, 1 black wheel, and 1 white wheel, 2 white tires, and 2 black tires. And that'll be it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Or also you turn on the notifications to my YouTube page, Parker Wilson's Bleak and Amigos. Have fun.